Walk with me, walk with me, walk with me. Let's walk the talk.
Welcome back. We are still on personality traits, and today we are discussing on a temperament, which is also a tool. And now, Millicent,
Yes, Rachel.
things are good.
Yes.
Let's go now to the choleric ones.
The cholerics.
Yes.
These are dominant type. The cholerics are the dominant types. That's where we have the leaders, the producers, and the builders. You can imagine from the roles.
Yes.
The producers, the builders.
The producers of the music, those things.
The programs. And the leaders. They come from this class kind of people.
Yeah.
Now, let's look at some of the characteristics of the cholerics. One of them, their strength is that they're ambitious.
Okay.
They are ambitious. We don't have leaders who are not ambitious. All right? The cholerics are ambitious. They're passionate. Whatever they find to do, they do it with all their passion. All right? I'm sure even as I'm saying this, you can see leaders all over, wherever you have met them. Like, they are also focused, and they are very efficient.
They are focused.
Focused, this is what I want, so I must get it. That's a leader. They are focused. They know where they are going. All right?
Yeah.
They are focused, and they are very efficient, and they are very practical. They are very practical when it comes to their work. So if I am building, I know what kind of a thing I want.
Yes.
That's why we are saying most of the roles where we find the builders, where we find the leaders, and we find the producers. Because as a producer, I want to bring out the best.
Yes.
Do you see why I need to be very detailed and very efficient in whatever I am doing? And also, they are good at planning.
Yeah.
Good at planning. I'm not just going to do things haphazardly. I know what I want to do. So there is good planning. All right?
Yeah.
And they are good problem solver.
Wow.
They are good problem solver. There is a problem. They don't see a problem. They see a solution. What if we do A, B, C, D? What if we did this? All right? So we have seen that they are good problem solver.
Yes.
They are very focused. They're very efficient.
Good planners.
They are good planners. And we saw they in which kind of roles that they play in the society.
Yeah.
They are the leaders. They are the producers. And also they are the builders. Now let's see some of the weaknesses of these people. They are so good. What are some of their weaknesses? Some of their weaknesses include aggressive. Okay? Being a leader, you can see with our political leaders.
Yes.
You can see how they are so aggressive. They don't care who they are stepping.
Not at all. Yeah.
Because they are also very focused. All right?
Yes.
So in the process of them being so aggressive, how many are they hurting behind?
So many.
So many of them. All right? Then they're also domineering. All right?
Yeah.
Domineering because and very impatient.
They are impatient.
Oh yes.
They don't know what is waiting.
Waiting for what?
Yeah.
We are focused. We should not waste time as we are moving. All right?
Yeah.
So they can be so domineering, impatient, and also they can be rude and factless.
Really?
And argumentative. Do you know somebody like that?
I've already registered so many.
And they are unable to relax.
And when they are rude, it's like it's very normal.
To them, that's a normal thing. I'm not even rude.
Yeah.
It's just how I want things to be done. And to relax is not easy for them. They are unable to relax. Why? Because they are always on the move.
Oh, they're not in a position to relax.
No, they're always on the move. Look at our political leaders. What time do they have for resting?
For sure.
Or even as a leader, because I'm so focused and I know I have targets to make. So what time do I have for resting? So they are always on the move.
Okay.
Yes. Always on the move.
Let's come now to the last one.
The phlegmatics. These are cold, slow responses. They are cold, slow responses. The phlegmatic.
What do you mean?
And their roles, they are more of diplomats.
Uh-huh.
All right, they don't want a lot of running up and down. They are diplomats. They are accountants.
Okay, okay.
The teachers.
Mm.
That's why they are saying they are slow. Yeah, and they are also technicians.
Okay.
All right, so you can look at the diplomats. Their life is quite life. Look at the teachers. I go teach, go back home, go to my family. Not having a lot of things here and there. Now let's see some of their traits, their strength. They are relaxed. They are quiet and calm. All right, that's why some people think they are very cold. All right, because you can imagine a phlegmatic and a sanguine.
Yeah.
Who is the life of the party, and this person just calm and relaxed. Let me do my own thing. Yeah. Then they are also what? They are content with themselves.
Okay.
I'm happy the way I am. I don't need anything more. So they don't have that kind of a self-drive inside of them. That's why people say they are what? They are also what? They are also consistent. All right? And they are also diplomatic. They are peacemaking people. No, we don't have to fight. How about us solving this problem this way? We don't have to go that way. We can do it this way. All right?
Okay.
So diplomatic, peace-loving people.
Millicent,
Yes.
can I be a sanguine, a phlegmatic, a melan, and the other one? Can I have the 4 qualities in one?
Rachel, you can have these traits, bits in your life, somewhere here and there. But like I told you, there is what outshines the most dominant characteristics. They're the ones that now you pick and you place yourself. Where am I?
Okay.
Where am I? You can have bits and bits of all this because also the nature of life, the environment, there are things that also influence these personality traits. Look, somebody that is a father, somebody that is maybe a mother, a leader, the environment that you are in. For example, the environment of a school.
Yes.
What is expected of you? To be so understanding because you're dealing with lives of children.
Yeah.
Okay? Go to the hospital. You need also to do what? To be there for the people. You need to be very knowledgeable.
And also patient.
And also very patient. Especially with the patient. Patient with the patient.
Yeah.
Yes. So somebody can find themselves with these traits, bits here and there. But when you sit down and you do some of these tests that we are saying, those tools, you use those tools, and you find yourself which one is more dominating, dominating in your life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, for the sake of the families, because now I've seen the reasons why people are not understanding each other. Because I might be a sanguine and my husband or my partner maybe is that one phlegmatic. The one who want to go, come back and have his own time.
Sure.
Me, I want to be with this and that and that. Through the day, I'm like, I want to be hyper, as you said. How can you kind of facilitate to them that are not in a position or to understand the kind of temperament they are just in their homes? Yes.
That's why we were saying, Rachel, it is very important for us to know what personality traits that we are.
Yeah.
Because they will help us even handle our relationships. And when you're talking about relationships, we are talking about our,
Working place.
We are talking about the environment, maybe at home, even how I'm relating with the children. Very important. Because when I know my husband is a sanguine and I am a melancholy, I need to know that as a sanguine, this is him. All right? Yes. And this is me. But how can I balance? How can I also let loose? Not that all the times I am the quiet one, I am just there, I don't want to do things. Yes. How about also going out? If he enjoys going out, can I also let loose and go out? Can I also let loose and go out? Because that way we'll be meeting each other's needs. I like this and he likes that.
Yes.
So can we balance ourselves? Because for me, if it's a sanguine and she's very quiet in the house, she will feel like she's being suffocated. So how can we balance? The word is knowing how to balance. Not every time, not every day, but how can I also come along and meet my partner's needs? Yes.
The problem with us is trying to impose values to other people. But the key word, as usual, in this topic is balance your temperament. Millicent,
Yes.
let me
Rachel.
come back to sanguines.
Okay.
Because this is an area I'm feeling, I'm not a sanguine, but I'm feeling this is an area whereby I want to kind of understand better. Is a sanguine in a position to maintain, like now, I've understood they do so many things at once. Are they in a position to maintain, like the projects?
Like we said
Yeah.
about the sanguines, you're asking about if they're able to maintain.
Because this jumping all over, it's like, are they in a position to maintain, or rather to work with one idea and say, this is what I accomplished and this is what I'm having?
Now, the beauty is now when they understand.
Okay.
Because sometimes people do these things without awareness.
Okay.
But now when I am having awareness, I know, okay, I need to finish a project per time.
That's
or
good.
maybe the projects that I'm going to pick, will I be able to multitask them all?
Okay.
So that's why the self-awareness is very important. And the tools that we are talking about, they will help somebody gain that awareness. Okay, if I am so forgetful, what is it that I can do to work on my forgetfulness so that I will not. Do I need to take a pen and a paper and write down what I'm expected to do? You know, because if it is going to help me, that will help them learn I'm supposed to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, having a to-do list.
Okay.
Maybe it could help them because maybe somebody didn't know that I am so forgetful. I am this type of I
don't know how to keep time.
I don't know how to keep time, but definitely you will know. So if my not keeping time, how is it affecting my place of work?
Okay.
How is it affecting my partner? How is it affecting my relationships? Do I need to work on it?
Wow. This is so interesting. But sometimes we ignore these things.
Yes.
Like, for example, if you ask so many people, do you know your temperament? They will tell you, I just do my things.
I just do my things. That's why we have this awareness. We would want to create this awareness so that we can walk the talk.
Okay.
Why is my partner behaving this way? Why is my children behaving this way?
Yeah.
And remember, our children, they will pick the father and the mother traits. So a combination, before they can even get there, they start getting their own identity.
Okay.
Yes, Rachel.
It is so important.
Very important.
We are coming to the end of our show today. But the good thing is that when we get an awareness, when we get educated in these things, we will not mess up in one way or another. Don't just sit there ignorantly. It is good, and it is the high time to do your trait test. There are so many things to do. And for sure, in this show, we will help you understand and walk the talk with us together. Millicent,
Yes, Rachel.
give us your parting shot.
Understanding our personal traits,
Yeah.
Personality traits is very important because it helps us to know how do we communicate with other people. How do I live with other people? You know, am I respectful to the people that I am living with? Am I able to communicate with them well? Am I able to give them their free space? You know, do we have bits of equality in the relationships that we are having? Am I keeping the respect? That's why it is very important for us to know these personality traits and get to know who am I, or how do I behave, why do I behave like this? What is it that I need to change so that I am a blessing to the person that I am with and not being a thorn in their flesh.
Okay.
Yes, Rachel.
Thank you so much. And we come to the end of our show today. Until next week, same time, bye for now.
Walk with